Today we want to see a step-by-step guide on how to file our tax for the previous year, meaning for 2024 or 2023 or 2022, as the case may be. In the month of December, that's last year, I believe we all got a mail from LRS stating that your company, for instance, Global Travels, for instance, MTN Nigeria, has filed a tax on your behalf. They have filed their annual tax on your behalf, and they prompted you, or they told you in that mail that you should log on to their website and file your personal income tax. That is why we're here today. We want to see a step-by-step guide on how to file our tax. So currently, I'm on their website, lrs.gov.ng, and this is how the interface looks. Just click outside to take off. So there's a deadline here, file from now till March 31st, 2020. And today is 25th of March, meaning we have 2 days left. So you click on eTax. Do not click on calculate tax. eTax, click on it, and it will take you to the login page. Here you have verify TCC. We cannot do that verification now because we'll not even file our tax. So you click on the login button there, and here we have taxpayer. Are you a taxpayer? Are you a corporate admin, consultant, LRS admin? So for this section, we are taxpayer. I have my details here. You're going to impute your taxpayer ID that starts from that starts with the letter N, and you impute this. And also there's a place for your password. You have to impute your password. But if you do not remember your password, you can click on the forgot password, and it would be the online help desk will assist you accordingly. But they can only assist you when during their office hours, like from 8 or 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. So if you have the details you'll be needing, that is your tax ID, we're assuming we have all this. So I'll simply click on my login button, and it will take me to the interface, the dashboard, my user profile. It's loading. There you have your details, your age, your full name, and the likes, whatever you have. It's still loading. I guess there's a network. Okay, fully loaded. Okay, so I have my details here. So my business for today is, I'll simply go to my left hand side. Here I have my cursor. Forget about payments. You can also check your account with them, all the payments you've made. But for today's section, we'll click on the returns. We have my tax return, employer's filed returns. The employer has done this. Now, as the employee, you have to do this. You click on my tax returns. Click on it, and you have this interface. You have the returns. Now, I have filed my 2024. That is why you have seen it confirmed here. But for you that you're yet to file, simply click on the file returns button. Now, it's not showing me 2024 because I have done that, but I've not submitted for 2023 and 2022. Now, when you want to generate your TCC, what do I mean by TCC? Your tax clearance certificate. As an individual, most embassies make use of it now. They want to see your tax clearance. So after this, we have to proceed to process our TCC. But for now, how do we file? Now, I have filed for I have not filed for 2022 and 2023. It then means that they can't provide me my TCC. Like I said, you must have filed for 3 consecutive years. For instance, 2022, 2023, 2024, or 2021, 2022, 2023. And here we have 22. I want for the purpose of this section, I'll click on my 2022. I want to file for 2022. Now, all your income ranges from. So, before we go to our income, you need to provide them some documents which is necessary, which are mandatory. One of those documents includes, for instance, you want to upload your pension statement of account, all the remittances you did during the year. You need to label your document, for instance, pension, and then you upload your file. Now, before this exercise, you must have one downloaded your pension statement of account. And how can you get that? You can get that from um your pension administrator app. For instance, you're in Leadway free advert, Leadway, Oak Pensions, and so on. And Stanbic, you must have downloaded you have it in the PDF format, PDF format. You upload that. You can also add another document. For instance, if you have a life insurance policy with an insurance company, you also need to what? For instance, if I want to do that, I'll just put life assurance policy, something like that. You label it, then you upload. Now, the next stage is your salary. How much? I want to assume in this class that you worked for 12 months last year. Now, if you're receiving 100,000 monthly gross income, please, your gross income, multiply it by 12, and that should give you just 1.2. That means 1.2 is your annual. If you're receiving 2 million in a month, multiply it by 12. That should be, so for the whole of this class, I'm going to put 12. I want to assume 36 million was my annual gross salary. I said your annual gross, not your net. Now, your commission, other sources of income. For instance, I received 450,000. Now, if you receive 450,000 just once in a year, do not multiply it by 12. So your tax trade income, you have other businesses you are into, and you got your income now, not your profit. I mean your income. You include it there. Your allowances, you have fuel, conveyance allowance. You include there. Your pension. Now this pension, it's your 8%. The 8% that was paid by you, not your employer. It's a pension contribution is a function of your contribution, 8% of basic housing and transportation, and your 10%, the other part from your employer. No, you have to do yours, what left your hand, not your employer. So if, for instance, my pension monthly then on last year was, let's say, 50,000, 50,000 January, 50,000 February, 50,000. So you multiply 50,000 by 12. You put the annual here. Everything we're doing here is annual. It's provided you receive it annual. Then your this pension, I want to state this emphatically. This pension has to do with, now we're recording our income. So your pension is not your income. Rather, this pension, it has to do with those receiving. They've worked for some years and they started receiving. They applied to receive their pension, some amount of their pension. It's a form of income to you. You will include it here, please. Yes. Your annuity is like a constant payment you receive. So, for instance, if you are into if you have investment, you have different portfolios, and you've agreed that, okay, this is your principal, and at the end of that's 2024, your investment has grown and you got interest on it. So your annuity is like a constant payment. You include it here. How much did you receive? Your gratuity too. You include your gratuity if you're receiving that. Then we have foreign income. You have income not in naira based. Also dividend. So if you have shares with MTN, with Global with Global Travels, with so whatever organizations you have, and they give you dividend. Dividend is like income for you for trusting them and buying shares from them. That's a dividend. It's part of a profit. Part of it given to shareholders. So you being a shareholder, you are entitled to get what? Dividend. You include it here if you receive. Yeah, your interest. For instance, if you lend someone money and the person, for instance, you lend someone 12,000 naira and the person is to pay 14,000 naira and monthly whatever. That the interest you got as 2,000, that you include it here. Then your rent. For instance, you have properties that you let out. The rent annual, you have to put it here, and other forms of income if you have. Then you click on the next button. It will take you to another page, or we have your address, your house address, mandatory disclosure of your accommodation. Now we have the house address, you include it here. Your accommodation type. Are you staying in a two-bedroom flat? Are you staying in a bungalow? All should be stated here. You type it, you type in thing. Then you have a drop-down button for who owns the house. Are you the owner of the house? Is it a family house where you're not neither the owner, you're not the owner, you're not the landlord, you put it as others. Then you have your owner's ID, the owner of your house where you stay, the payer ID. I believe not all of us have. So this one are not compulsory inputs you need to put. You can skip this. Then the owner's address, your house address, you put it there. Then the rent paid. How much did you pay annually, or do you pay annually? For instance, if you're paying 3 million naira annually, now this annually, by annually, meaning that the years cannot cross itself. Meaning, if you, for instance, you enter that accommodation, that apartment, sorry, you sign the agreement that you got in around March. March to December is not up to a year. Yes, you have to put from March you got in to December for that year. So it's the system will not allow you overlap years. 2024 is 2024. Not that from March, normally it's supposed to be March 2024 to February 2025. Yes, but the system will not allow you to do such. So what you need to do is you enter it to December. That is the end date. Then click on next. But this system will not allow me to click on next because there are some vital information I need to provide. That's what I have here. Because I don't have them, I've not filled them now. So it will not allow me. But for the purpose of this class, we can still find a way around it. Now there are other things we need to fill, like let me come to this information. Okay, view details. There are other things we need to fill, like your assets. You have a property, you need to add your property to it as much as you can. I would say do not. It's based on your discretion. But if you have cars and they want you to upload all that, but please, I don't know if you will choose to, you can do that. Then your relief. You have we have the reliefs include one, you have a life assurance policy. You need to include that there. Those documents you uploaded initially, you need to what you add new, and it will give you, okay, start asking you life assurance. Did you make a contribution to the life assurance policy in the year in view? If the answer is yes, you include yes. If it's no, and it will ask you to upload again. So what you've done. So now, if you're talking about your pension, you need to include your PIN number, that 12 digits with three alphabets, that's alphanumeric, making it 15. Your pension fund administrator, Leadway, Oak Pension, Stanbic, you need to include there. And your total contribution for the year, your contribution, not the one with the employer, you include it. And you have options of what? Uploading your file. That statement of account you downloaded from your PFA, you have to upload it on this. So I have mine here. You upload so that the system can calculate accordingly, and that's what you have here. And do you make voluntary contribution? So if you do, apart from the 8% and the 8%, if you have VC voluntary contribution, you also need to upload it here. Once you upload it here, you click on yes, it will definitely give you what's your retirement number. It will ask you upload your statement of account from your PFA to show that actually. So if you're also doing housing, national housing fund, you have to upload all this. So take note of all this. You click on next, to give you an option of uploading. You upload interest on owners occupied accommodation. Do you make a contribution for mortgage? All these are self-explanatory. So there we have. So do you have those working for you, support staff in your house? You need to also make provision for them. And funny enough, they might also file. So it's better you disclose so that it will match. I'm going to cancel this because for the relief too, I told you about what relief entails. So the site is self-explanatory. It's user-friendly. That's the word, user-friendly. So we have the support staff. You add their names and others. You have support staff, for instance, you add the role, the driver, your cook, you include them. If your support staff a registered taxpayer, if not, you click on, you uncheck and just put their role. and so on and so forth. So it's friendly. The site is friendly enough. Excuse me. So we also have. So basically, this is all we have, and you're good to go. So if you encounter any challenge or any problem in uploading your file, your filing, please you can reach out to the finance department.